The disappearance of a hitchhiker in Chicago, the development of the bat bomb during World War II, the sighting of a silent V-shaped formation of lights in Arizona in 1997, the appearance of the ping light in Michigan's Upper Peninsula, the Loreto Chapel staircase in New Mexico, and the appearance of clowns on roadside signs in 2014 are just a few examples of the real evidence that often forms the basis of urban legends in America. Otherworldly creatures are also mentioned in certain urban legends, such as the lizard, man of escape, a 7-foot reptile creature in South Carolina wetlands, and enigmatic humanoid figures that show up on mountain slopes in California. Scientists say a tombstone in a Colorado cemetery glows at night because of minerals, but residents think it's a message from beyond. At night, black-eyed kids knock on doors, which makes people anxious and forgetful. Beneath Denver International Airport is an underground city featuring a Freemason sign and murals depicting post-apocalyptic pandemonium. Even the FBI became involved after 2 fishermen in Mississippi claimed they were kidnapped by aliens, but their accounts remained unchanged. In conclusion, American urban legends are frequently founded on myths and tales and are frequently supported by actual data. The author of this essay talks about several eerie places and encounters throughout America: a dinosaur in North Carolina, a haunted mansion in St. Louis, the Bunny Man, a house in Utah, a prehistoric boulder, a legend about water spirits pulling boats underwater, a radio station in the desert called UVB, a tomb in New Orleans Cemetery, a mysterious location in Vermont called the Bennington Triangle, a massive underground bunker in Missouri, a cave system in Kentucky, a library in Indiana with a book that no one can check out, a house in Connecticut where the walls bleed, a house in Utah, a prehistoric boulder, a house in Utah, a house in Utah, a dinosaur in North Carolina, and a man in Georgia constructed an entire castle to keep out ghosts are just a few of the most haunted. Among the most eerie locations is the Coral Castle in Georgia, which was constructed by Ad Leeds, who claimed to have moved enormous stone blocks by himself using anti-gravity methods from antiquity. Why? The Marfa lights, which float, split, apart, and move against the wind, are visible in the Texas desert at night. Sonar picked up a huge metallic object deep at the bottom of Lake Superior in 1977, and a military station in California has a phone number that calls back even if no one answers. In order to guarantee visitors' safety and comprehension, the author stresses the significance of comprehending and dealing with these eerie encounters: a haunted house in Ohio, a lake in Alaska, a grave covered in bricks in Colorado, a man in Florida who claimed his backyard was a portal to another dimension, a ghostly hitchhiker in Arkansas, an abandoned hospital in Texas with coal lights flickering, a river in California that runs blood red once a year, a church in Tennessee that is left overnight, rumors of a hidden chamber beneath Boston, an unbreakable grave in Louisiana, a lighthouse in North Carolina that won't stay dark, and the Crybaby Bridge in Maryland are just a few of the supernatural phenomena that are explored in the text. While not all of these phenomena have been thoroughly investigated, both scientists and locals have reported some of them. For instance, Julia Brown used cement and shackles to seal her tomb after foretelling her own demise. The Capahateras lighthouse in North Carolina, which has been decommissioned but is still dark at night, is another oddity. In Arizona, there is a place called Gravity Hill where cars roll uphill on their own, and a statue in a small Montana town that can sense when someone is going to die. From supernatural to supernatural, the chapter concludes by highlighting the variety and mystique of supernatural experiences, it also emphasizes how crucial it is to honor the deceased and stay away from upsetting circumstances.